welcome back. As you might know, I am an avid thrifter and I go to tons of secondhand shops, including some higher end ones like antique markets, and I absolutely love just being at the thrift store. It's basically a pastime for me. It's a hobby for me to just go look at home decor and furniture, whether I'm looking for a piece for my home or not. So I end up taking a lot of video while I'm out there, just in case I see something that I want to share with you guys or just remember for later. And I did take a lot of video at a bunch of antique stores in the Palm Springs area when I visited, I think in December of last year. And I didn't get a chance to share them with you because it just maybe didn't fit in the video that I was creating at the time. And I really wanted to do that because these stores were super unique. They had a lot of really great items that I've never seen. And as someone who goes shopping a lot, I think that's pretty fun and exciting. So I wanted to share them with you too, just in the hopes that you might want to check those out as well. And I'm actually interested in maybe doing this a little bit more often because I think it would be fun to share with you what I'm seeing, even if it's not for a specific room makeover, or even if I don't have a haul at the end. I think sometimes for some of us, it's just really fun to see what's out there. So let's get into it and let me show you some of the best antique stores that I saw in Palm Springs. So I saw this actually at the Palm Springs Antique Market prior to even going to this antique store. I've never seen that style before, but it's so interesting to me. I also saw these square candles, which I think is so interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. And this clock was like also so unique. I mean, these are just tons of really interesting items here that I've never seen before. And this is totally something I would have in my house. I always have to check out the glassware even though I have way too much, but I just love looking at it. I think this box would be really beautiful on like a bar or in the kitchen. You can keep your bar tools in it or even in your bedroom with some jewelry. Something like this is definitely not in my taste at all, but it's just so cool to see. I just don't see that stuff in Target or Home Goods or Wayfair. And this rotating tinsel Christmas tree is so iconic. What is this for? Plants, you think? Vintage refinished cast iron swing arm plant stand. This plant stand was so interesting to me. I didn't know that it was a plant stand before looking at the tag, and I can't imagine putting a bunch of different plants on this. I wonder if there's another use for it. If you have an idea of how to use this in a room without plants, let me know. It would be kind of interesting. If anything, it's just a little bit sculptural. I really did love these pendant lights and this chandelier. So interesting and beautiful. I'm loving this like Gothic Spanish Revival candle sconce. You never really see that amongst the mid-century items at these antique stores or flea markets. I loved all the lighting. In this video, there is tons of super cool lighting, really great lamps, really great chandeliers and pendant lights. I really like this painting a lot. It looks super photorealistic and I don't like the frame, but I love the painting. This lamp was probably one of my most favorite out of the entire trip. Love those martini glasses that have like the detail on the stem. That is something I've never seen. I actually regret not taking this home. This is totally up my alley. This is very much my style, and I always entertain and need things like this, so I wish I would have got it. This store was so cramped with so many things. I couldn't even look at anything because I was just so overwhelmed with how much stuff was in there. They had really great items, but it was really overpriced. Absolutely loved the door and the stained glass and just like the glass above the doors in this antique store. It was just really great. Another place with some super unique pendant lights. This light is so cool. I loved this store. This store had so much cool stuff. I would have bought so many things in here if I allowed myself to do so.
She is giving.
Love a good little box for just trinkets and hiding things away. I think it's even better than a tray sometimes because you can hide all the clutter. This store was also super packed with stuff. Very hard to see everything, but I loved what I did see. I liked that chair just before those salt and pepper shakers. This lamp is really cool to me. I really want something like this so badly. Obsessed with these flamingos. These are so cool. I have been on a mission to find some salt and pepper grinders. I have one right now, but the salt one is not a grinder, so you can't put rock salt in it. I really love these tension rod lamps. I've absolutely always wanted these. I think they would be great in the corner of a bedroom or the living room. They're so minimal and sculptural, and I think they add something interesting to a space without taking up a lot of room. This furniture store was like a high-end antique store. Everything in here was mainly mid-century, so it's more on the vintage side. Everything here was super cool. It was like in mint condition, whereas some of the other stores, everything was a little bit like hit or miss. So everything here was very expensive. These 80s chairs were absolutely wild to me. I love those so much. I would never put them in my home, but they're so cool. They kind of remind me of this couple I follow on TikTok called Josh and Matt, and they live in Australia, and they have just such a wild, outlandish taste in things. They're very much maximalists, and I could definitely see them putting those in their living room or something. If you're not on TikTok and you haven't seen those guys, you should definitely check them out. These green swivel chairs were probably one of my favorite pieces of furniture I saw on the whole trip. You can't really tell on the camera here, but they are really rich, dark hunter green, and I would love to have something like that in my living room. Super quick shot of the store I saw on the street at night, and I just love these little lamps on the table. This place was absolutely wild to me. It's this gigantic warehouse, like the size of Costco, and they had so many interesting things. It's like this little section was kind of a thrift store slash flea market. Everything was a little bit more affordable. A lot of vintage and mid-century trinkets and small things that you would probably find at a thrift store or a flea market. And then they had this little area of new things, and I loved like this picture. I think this is so beautiful. And I love this little candle stand. It's so cool. I don't know what this like oyster shell fish thing is, but I thought that was pretty great. And then the rest of this warehouse was filled with antique dealers' booths. So each one kind of had its own vibe, and everything was absolutely gorgeous. This was very high-end stuff, but very unique. Things I haven't really seen before. I mean, of course, I've seen like an Eames chair before, but a lot of it was just absolutely beautiful. I mean, the rugs on the ground alone were beautiful. I liked these little side tables. They were like a really heavy bronze. And then this table was made out of cork and resin. Going to places like this inspire me so much. I could just do this every day, honestly. These chairs, I say maybe are tied with those green chairs we saw. Like, I love these, and I would absolutely have these in my living room as well. This was like a true Akari Noguchi lamp. And this beautiful piece of art, I don't know who it's by, I can't read it. I think was like maybe $400. I love the frame, I love the art. This is absolutely something I would put in my office. I mean, just look at all this furniture. I can't imagine being able to live in a home where I could put something like that in there. Look at this couch. I've never seen a sofa where the top part is like a pillow. This is just so unique. This is stuff that I would like see on Pinterest. These doors were gigantic. I love this so much, and it gave me an idea to make my own version of that, so I might have to do that in a future video. Pottery and just the ceramics and all of these little knickknacks and decorations were just so beautiful. I was literally like afraid to touch anything here, but I had to touch these glasses. They're so pretty. I've been really wanting a set of this USM hauler furniture. It's really popular right now, and I know it's kind of trendy, but it is so cool. I had just discovered it. I never knew about it until recently because of the trend, but it's completely customizable, and it is a little bit expensive, but you can do so many things with it. Market is honestly one of my favorite places at this point. It's on the top of the list, and I will absolutely go shopping there the minute I have thousands of dollars to spend on something super chic. But other than that, I think that I really want to keep uploading videos like this because, as I said, I really do have a lot of footage that I don't upload just because either I forget or it doesn't seem relevant to the video that I'm working on at the moment. And I'm currently working on a home refresh because the first like 3 weeks or whatever of January, I was super sick, and then we were out of our home because of the plumbing. So it seems like I'm just really behind on YouTube at the moment, and I want to be able to be consistent with you guys and upload something fun for you to watch. So I think this would be like the easiest way to do that. It's just in the meantime, upload some fun shopping stuff that I've done in the past while I'm working on some bigger projects. And I really wanted to do a home refresh in 2024, like in January, but just it didn't work out that way. So I'm still working on it because I have a to-do list of things that I need to get done in the house anyways. And I just want to show you where things are at since we've moved in basically, and then we can move forward from there. So anyways, let me know in the comments what you think. If you would like to see more videos like this or whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.